Here we are to one of my favorite films of all time, my favorite vampire film. I love this movie. I have a lot I'm going to say about it. I just love this movie, everything about it. The story, the characters, the dialogue, the blue-collar setting, and yes, what is up, guys? Here we are for a review for a favorite of mine and my favorite vampire film, The Lost Boys. Just gonna get some light on here real quickly. But yes, what do I love about it? I love the setting of it being in Santa... Sorry if I trip, I'm just emptying some books right now. I love the setting of it, being in Santa Clara, California. And I love the opening. You have the song, "People Are Strange When You Was Out." I can't do the lyrics, but it's by Echo and the Bunnymen. People are strange. And they're coming in, and you have Jason Patric, who does well as Michael. And then you have, may he rest in peace, Corey Haim, who does very good in this role. They come in, and they're moving from Phoenix, Arizona, and they are living with their grandfather. And they see this town. It's the typical, oh, it's not quite right, that sort of thing. But I like how this does it, because I forgot to mention this in The Serpent and the Rainbow, but you know what's refreshing about that film and this film? They have male leads. Yes, you actually have a male lead in this film. And now I know what everyone's thinking. Oh, who cares about that? Look at all how many horror films in the past and in today that just have, okay, this male dies, and okay, it's the female that becomes a lead. Okay, this female, it's very, very strong, and nope, bye-bye males. But this, fuck, I just knocked over a cup. Oh, it's fine. But this, you actually have two leads that are a male. Which I really like that, because I apologize there. Kind of had a nasty cough there. But I like it because it makes it different, and Jason Patric and Corey Haim are really good. From lines like them jumping off the stairs, "You creature of the night, Michael," and that sort of thing. And you have, I fucking love this guy, Kiefer Sutherland. I love Kiefer Sutherland. He's one of my favorite actors. I love this guy's work. I love him in the show 24. I'm a huge fan of Kiefer Sutherland. I have a lot of respect for that guy, and I enjoy him in Designated Survivor, and I really enjoy his music too. I'm not normally a fan of country music, but Kiefer Sutherland, he does that so well. He plays the villain, David, who he gives a great performance in this. This also has great practical effects, like this scene, whenever you figure out, whenever they go down to try to hunt them. And you also have, of course, Corey Feldman and Jamison Newlander, who play the Frog Brothers. But it basically opens up, and I like the comedy in some scenes where the grandpa goes, "Rules! We got some rules around here. Second shelf is mine." And then there's a cardboard that says, "Old Fart." I don't know why, but that makes me laugh so hard. And then they see, "Where's the TV? There's no TV." And then he just has a TV guide. "Oh, so you have a TV?" "No, I like reading the TV guide." And what this also does that I fucking love is it doesn't have to fucking rely on jump scares like, don't breathe. Because that's fucking great. Like, that's what horror films... I almost knocked over my computer. That's what horror films today rely on too much, is jump scares. I like this because you can get the idea from the opening scene that this town is not quite right. When you see stuff like "Murder Capital of the World" spray painted on the billboards, or in the opening where you have that song, "Thou shalt not fall." And then they go in, which you see David and you see Alex Winter there, the bad guys there. and they get kicked out of the park, and then a fucking security guard gets snatched like that. Which, you know what kind of movie you're in whenever a security guard gets snatched out of there like that. And you have songs like, in the game, darkness falls, oh, I still believe. That's one thing this film also does right, is I love the soundtrack. I'm going to leave a link in the description to all the soundtracks here, because I love the soundtrack in this film. And I also love this tagline here, and I definitely agree with this review right here. A hip comic twist on the classic vampire stories. I agree, this really does it differently. But what I like is then they go to the party and they have that song, oh, I still believe. I love that song. And then you see they go in, he meets this girl played by Jamie Gertz, who does a really good job, and you see she's basically part of the gang, but really isn't the vampire gang. And you see this other guy who's played by Edward Herman. May he also rest in peace. He's kind of the love interest for, what the fuck is her name? Diane West, that's her name. Diane West. She's the mother in the film. You can see he's pretty much the love interest for her. He does a good job. Whenever you find out he's the villain, have a great makeup and a great death scene whenever he gets pushed and stabbed with a fucking wood. Oh, a great death scene. But I'll keep continuing on. Other scenes I like, for example, is whenever Corey Feldman meets the Frog Brothers, and they ask, how do you like Santa Clara? It's great if you're a Martian. Great dialogue. And they're like, you think we just... And they hand him a fucking vampire comic. He's like, use that for survival. And then they get ready and all that. They see all the weird shit happening with Michael, played by Jason Patrick, get very slowly and very surely depressed. Oh, fuck. Gets turned into a vampire, and I think it's really well done. And this Blu-ray, it's not the best. Like, features are okay, but it's gorgeous on Blu-ray. I would highly recommend, if you're a fan of this movie, check it out on Blu-ray. It's awesome. But basically, I'll have another thing to mention. This was also directed by Joel Schumacher, which I'll have another thing to mention about him. But you get to see that taken away. And I really love how atmospheric this feels. And it has a lot of good sense of humor. That's what I love about it. But about Joel Schumacher, he's done a lot of films. I have my computer. Not what I fucking meant to press, but okay. Joel... I apologize for this weird angle, by the way. My phone is charging right now. But Joel Schumacher, he's a well-known director. I know people are like, oh, but he directed Batman and Robin, so he automatically sucks because he directed Batman and Robin. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, but shut the fuck up. Just because of one fucking movie that he did that sucks. Sorry, that does not fucking make him a bad director. He did an awesome fucking job with this movie. Another films he's done is Phone Booth, which Kiefer Sutherland is also in. He's done The Phantom of the Opera from 2004. But I've never hated Joel Schumacher. I've always thought he was a really good director. And I'm sorry, but just because he directed Batman and Robin doesn't fucking make him a bad director. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. I think that's really stupid to think that. He's also done 8mm with Nicolas Cage, which another one I would love to check out. But another scene to mention that I love is whenever he's slowly turning and you see... fuck's sake. 7, 6... Sorry, I'm just trying to clear out an ad so I don't get copyright. You see that basically Michael slowly turned it in. I love the score that... And then he's trying to go in on him whenever he's like, go take your bath. And then you see him about to get attacked, and then the dog noticed, really well-trained dog, this husky, and then he just jumps and bites him, and he's bleeding really good. This is rated R. Yeah, this is as you can see right there, rated R. And it really shows in this film with all the blood and all that. Then you find out you have a lot of foreshadowing. Like, for example, foreshadowing about the head vampire. Like, for example, that they go in, they try to set him up, but it fails by, like, first putting a bunch of garlic on his pasta when they invite him to his house. You also have another great piece of dialogue I'll mention. And then they try to give him holy water, but fails again. Try to show him his reflection, doesn't work. And he's like, "Aren't you going to invite me in, Michael?" "You're invited." I like the voice he does it in, and he has sunglasses on. And you also have this kid vampire, the son of Jamie Gertz. It's just, I really love this movie. I really love its storytelling. I really love its sense of humor. And I really love just the characters, the dialogue, and it's so well written. Screenplay by Janice Fisher, James Jeremias, and Jeffrey Broom. All three did a really good job on this movie. You also have lines like, whenever they eventually figure out that they're on their own, their mother doesn't believe them. Yeah, you have that, they go to the place, they stake a vampire, and Corey Feldman goes, "Just to be clear, if you transform, go possessed at all, I will stake you without even thinking twice about it." Or, for example, they try to leave without him, and they're like, "We don't ride with vampires? Fine, then stay here." "We do now." Or, for example, they're going in, they're getting the montage ready, like, they really do prepare, like, they bar the doors, they get some squirt guns with holy water, they fill a bath, and they kill these vampires one by one. But first, some other great scenes to mention is, like, I'm going to pull up on some quotes here to mention, because there are so many quotes, like, I could name some off the top of my head, but I want to get the best ones. He lost. Bear with me for a second, guys. Fuck. One thing about the grandfather says, "One thing about Santa Clara I could never stomach. All the damn vampires. Look at your reflection in the mirror. You're a creature of the night, Michael. Just like out of a comic book. You're a vampire, Michael. My own brother, a shit-sucking vampire. You wait until Mom finds out, buddy." It's really well done. Just really is well done. And then you have another scene, one of the other scenes with David, when he tricks him. He's like, you think it's Chinese food, but you find out you're eating. He's like, "How are those maggots?" "Huh?" "Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots." Kiefer Sutherland really does play this role so well, which makes him one of my top 5 favorite actors of all time. Another one to mention is, I'll keep showing it off. "It's too late. Your blood is in my veins. So is mine." And turns David around and stabs him in the deer antlers. Ugh. Such a great scene. Such a great story of this. A lot of memorable moments. Keep pulling up some. It's not special. The first vampire that they kill. "You killed Marco." "Yeah, and you're next." "No, you're next." "Aha, garlic don't work, boys. Try holy water." Splashes him. And then the dog, his name's Nook, I think is how I'm saying it. I could be wrong. Then runs in, jumps him, and pushes him into the water like a badass. And then he falls in and burns to death. And he gets literally so burnt, his fucking skull appears. That's a way to fucking kill a vampire, is just pushes him in, and that goes, and then you see the fucking blood goes out, and then he fucking dies that way. Fucking badass. And another one to mention is whenever they get in the house, I know I'm kind of going all over the place with these reviews, but there's a lot I do want to say about this, because I truly love this. Okay, where's Nosferatu? Who? The Prince of Darkness, the Nightcrawler, the Bloodsucker, El Vampiro. Mike, they're here! Ugh. Another way, the next vampire they kill is this guy that grabs Corey Feldman, lifts him in the air, grabs a squirt gun, shoots him, and you have a great line delivery here. You missed, sucker! Only once, pal, then shoots him with an arrow. He fucking gets into the stereo. The stereo starts playing, and he fucking blows up. That's another great way to kill the vampire. Then you had the one that happened. The other one that happened with David, where they say, your blood is in my veins, Michael. So is mine! And turns him around, stabs him with the deer antlers. And then you see the head vampire come in, notices him. And also the scene whenever they're seeing the other vampires from Alan, from the Frog, one of the Frog Brothers by Corey Feldman. Holy shit, Vampire Hotel! In another scene, which I laugh my ass off at the scene every time. Hey, Grandpa! Sam goes, hey, Grandpa! It's okay if we use your car? And he's like, what the fuck? That's the Grandpa's like, huh, what the fuck? It's always so funny in my opinion. I'm going to keep showing this off here because I feel like it. Notice anything unusual about Santa Claus yet? No, it's actually a pretty cool place. If you're a Martian or a vampire, you guys sniffing newsprint or something? And you also have the other scene, which is in the beginning whenever Michael gets initiated and they're hanging off a bridge and they all let go, which is when his transformation starts. You also have the scenes when they don't believe him, that sort of thing. And that goofy scenes whenever the grandfather gives him a bunch of statues. One of a fucking thing and one of an eagle. And he wakes up and he's like, gotta get rid of the stuff Grandpa's giving me. It's so funny. But I love this. How well it's built up with the score, the atmosphere, the vampires. That's how you fucking do a horror film. With a nice score and a nice location. That's how you do a horror film. Not jump scares every 5 seconds. Not, okay, shitty characters, that sort of thing. Ones you don't like. Like these guys, they're likable. But most horror films, they have unlikable leads. Ones you don't want to root for. That sort of thing. Now these, you do have ones you want to root for. Because they're all blue-collar characters. And that's what I like about this so much. Is they all feel blue-collar. They don't feel like in the, quote, popular crowd. That's just what I like about this. It's great characters, great moments, great quotes, great dialogue. All that I look for in a movie. And then you at the end when you find out Edward Herman's the main vampire. He's like, but I still want you, Lucy. Tries to get him. And he gets choked out by Corey Feldman. Then the grandfather comes in with the horn, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I forget how the horn goes. Then he drives in the stakes. Michael just pushes him in. And then he gets stabbed by the stake. What a way to end that. And then you have the song, thou shalt not fall. That's not here. And you also have the line, I didn't invite you this time, Max. Really, really, really classic film. One of my favorite films. This would be on the list of my top 10 favorite. If I did a list of top 10 of my favorite films of all time, this would be up there. I love this movie. It has great characters, great writing, a great setting, great sense of humor, great dialogue, great makeup effects on the vampires. What the fuck? Vampires. Great things all around. I love this movie. I highly recommend you guys give this film a look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And as usual with these reviews right now, I want everyone to do me a favor. On each review, leave your thoughts on the movie down in the comments, because I think we'll have a great discussion. But that is my review of the very classic The Lost Boys. I love this movie. I've already gushed about it enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for my next review, which is on my favorite horror film of all time, The Thing. So, thank you guys for watching, and I know October's almost done, but I'm still going to finish these reviews and call it my horror film review playlist, which I will keep adding more to each time I review something in the horror film genre, and I hope you guys enjoy these reviews. Again, leave your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review on the classic The Lost Boys. Film I can watch over and over again without getting tired of. Thank you for watching, and see you for the review of The Thing. And bye-bye!